YouTube channel. This is Imad Khan. I hope you all are doing good. So, today we are going to discuss about validation rule in Salesforce admin. So, basically, validation rules are used to enforce data quality and consistency by defining criteria that record must be meet before they can be saved or updated. What this means? It means while anyone user creating a record on the UI, so uh, while creating the record, a user must follow the criteria before record has been saved in our Salesforce database, that is force.com platform. Like, let me just show you what I am talking about. Let me just log in my just logged in my R. What I am talking about, the validation. Just open the sales application. Like, I am creating the opportunity record. So like I am filling the value in any particular field. Like I'm in amount field. If I want to put, I'm putting the text. So you can see that there is a sub standard validation rules are applied already, because I am not able to put more than two text. If I am put amount, you can see that amount amount value is populated successfully. So how we can apply the validation custom validation on standard field or as well as the custom field? Like whenever user create a record, like you have, I'm let me just take the example of form. Like if you are filling any form for any job application or any admission form or college form in some particular field, like you are not able to, like if you are in your email field, you are putting some wrong criteria or putting some wrong value, so you are not able to save that particular form, and in that particular field it shows the error. So that's how we will also doing in Salesforce for for customizing our UI and for giving the better user experience to our users. We just go back in our slide. These rules helps ensure that your Salesforce data remains accurate and follows your business requirement. Like we are we are writing the validation rules so that user can create a record according to our business requirement. Moving forward, scenarios of validation rule. I am going to explain you three scenario of validation rule so that your explain so that your validation rule concept must be clear. First validation rule, that is, write a validation rule for age must be greater than or equal to 18. Like I have a one custom object under this one custom field, that is age. I want validation rule, like if anyone is writing the age below that 18, so error comes, and that error comes shows the error in particular for that age must be greater than or equal to 18. Let me just explain you how to create a validation rule. Let me go to the object manager and find the student object. Under student object, we have to create a validation rule. Create a new validation rule. Age validation. Description demo. Here we have to write our formula. Like our condition is, first of all, Like we write the formula always in opposite direction. Like we have to select here not function for converting false into true and true into false. Like our condition is age must be greater than or equal to 18. So we have to write under not function age must be greater than or equal to 18. So it converts false to true and true to false. And here we have to write the error message. Age must be greater than or equal to 18. Age must be greater than or equal to 18. Here you can also set up your error location like top of the page or particular field. I wanted the error on particular field, so I have selected the. After that, just click on save. Our validation rule is successfully created. Now we can verify that our validation rule is working or not. Just click on the student object and create a new record. BCD, search the university, ABC. Let me just first put the age below or less than 18. It is 16. Click on save. You can find the error if I cut it. It must be greater than or equal to 18. If I put the age 19, so it must be save the record. Yeah, you can see that our record is successfully saved. Forward to our next question, that is in account object, create a validation rule which throw a error when account number is not blank, then account number should be numeric. So we have our condition. So according to our requirement, we have to write our validation rule. Let me just jump on my or under the account object. We have to write our validation rule. Click on new. Give the name of your rule. Validation account validation. Here we have to write our formula like we have two conditions. So we have to write in AND operator. What condition is our account number is not blank. For that I am using is blank function. Is blank. What do checks whether an expression is blank and returns true or false. Insert. Under expression, put your account number field. Our next condition is account number should be numeric. For that I am using account number must be numeric. Firstly, I have to put this whole formula under not. For for checking the is number should be numeric. I have used is number function. It returns true if the text value is a number. Otherwise, it will return a false. If your input value is a number, it returns true. Let me just insert in text. Put your account number field. Check your syntax. No error found. Account number must be numeric. Save. Our validation rule is successfully created. Now, uh, let me test for you our rule is working fine or not. Move to sales application. We just create a one new account record for validation purpose. Let me just push in test non-numeric number and save. Here you can see that error comes. Count number must be numeric. Let me just put the right value. After that, our record must be created. Here you can see that our rule is working fine. Moving forward to our last question, that is create a custom field called website in an object. Then create a validation rule to check that website large host 4 character are in explicit set of valid website extension. For example, if we write www.com.net.org or .co.uk, so our record must be saved. If we use other than this any, then the error will come. For creating this, let me just I am creating this validation rule. Let me just check under student object. Firstly, we have to create a field website. We have to create a field, that is text field website. Click on next. Click on next. Save. After that, write a validation rule under this. Website validation. Give your validation name. Site validation. Here we have to write our formula. So for this I am using the, like our requirement is if user put .com or .net .org and .co.uk. So firstly we have to select the not operator. Under this I am using or, because whether any of the argument, if any of the argument is true, it returns true, else it returns false. So if user put .com, .net, .org, any condition is true, so it returns true. Under or I am using write operation returns the specified number of characters from the end of the text string. Like I want the string, I have to validate like www.com. So I have to validate the character on particular string. Let me just insert write function. And under the text, I have to put our field, that is website. After this, like .com is 4 characters, I have to specify their length. Let me just copy. this for three times. Just change the .net. Lastly, .org. And next one is .co, .uk, the comma. And check syntax. No error found. Must follow the criteria while creating a record. I want to share that error. Save that particular validation rule. Let me just check and verify that our validation route is working or not. Let me just create a one record of a student. Must follow the criteria while creating the record. You can see that if I put .org, now record will be saved.